Welcome back, folks. I am using the Light Seers Tarot today, and I have laid your cards out in a Celtic cross formation. Your first card is the High Priestess. You are in a cold kind of state towards people. They need to earn your respect. They need to earn their presence, their presence in your presence. You are the kind now to filter people out, and I say now because of what you've got going on in your past. Somebody fucked you over royally, and you're in a state of recovery from this right now. This is a great place to be, but I see that you've got a lot of anxiety about being in this state at all, and it's coming in from the past. So your crossing card points towards the future, and because it points from the future, it suggests to me that you're carrying burdens from whatever this event was. Someone fucked you over, a group of people fucked you over, a situation, an old era screwed you over royally, and you're much more careful about who you let in. And also, you're now much more of the go-between between your inner self, your heart, your soul, your spiritual aspect of yourself, even your physical aspect of yourself. You are much more of a guardian than you ever were before. This is a new mindset for you. This is landing in the conscious position. And this is your central theme. Again, a great place to be, but I see that it comes at a great, It comes at a great price. It is really, really hard for you to get past what happened back here. And I want you to know that the universe will turn things back around, because that's how divine justice works. It will not be, or I should say, it may not be on our timetables. It may not even be in this lifetime, because if the sin or if the fault is so egregious that it needs another lifetime to take care of it, that's what will happen. Rest assured, divine justice does win. It will right things for you, even if it takes a while. I still see you carrying around a massive burden. You're in your head entirely. It may not feel like it's over, and there's the real risk that in the future you could run away from a situation where you're supposed to collaborate with somebody, you're supposed to work with somebody, but you're too anxious to do that because you remember what happened back here. As soon as this kind of situation starts to come up, even if it's actually in the upright position for you, you may not perceive it that way at all, because what happened in this Justice card back here is still causing you a tremendous amount of pain. Trying to hold it in a way that you can see it. It's a great thing to be in the energy of the High Priestess, but this is what is causing you to become the High Priestess. Definitely, this is a new way of thinking for you, but this is where I feel like someone really said, that there was a fight that happened that kind of blew things up. It's possible that someone stabbed you in the back. They told you one thing to your face, but then spoke about you another way to other people entirely. You've done the right thing in being cold towards them, towards filtering them out of your life, towards being the go-between, where you say you are like the ultimate Queen of Swords. You say, you will not pass. You're not going to get through this veil behind me without my permission. I do not give you permission. It's not a bad place to be, but it's hard won. It's hard fought for, and it's painful. I can see for you being the High Priestess, and yet because it's in the upright position, you are meant to be in this role. I'm grateful that you are choosing to take these circumstances and become your highest self, regardless of what your gender may be. When you pull the High Priestess in the upright position, and it's especially in the central theme, that's wonderful. That tells me that you're doing really, really hard work to still be in your highest self, to become a better person in spite of what happened back here. You're a cool person, I can tell that much. In the advice card, you're being asked to be reborn. The end of an era has already passed, but now it's time to start a new one. And that's where this future card kind of comes into play. This is your advice card. It's saying don't look at future situations like these the same way that you were forced to look at the previous situation where you got royally fucked over. And in that, if you can be reborn into this kind of an era, instead of being afraid and avoiding this kind of collaboration, maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a career, maybe it's you starting a new small business for yourself, and you would have to collaborate with people in order to get products or something like that. I feel like you're afraid of whatever that might be. It will bring physical, material comfort to you. But here's the thing. If you can choose to be reborn into start a new era where you can collaborate and work with others, you can turn it up into this. Because this is your outcome card right now. It's in reverse. It's saying that you could avoid accidentally becoming this individual who is completely materially comfortable on their own. And they have all kinds of cool herbs drying in the background. Those are the results of our hard work. You'll need to work with others in order to get to this point of being someone who can enjoy the fruits of their hard labor. You're going to need to work with other people. And there's the real risk that you could avoid it because the past hurts too much. And I'll acknowledge that this is a major arcana card. This was a major event, whatever happened here. And I get more of an explanation right here that there was a major backstabbing kind of event. Somebody won and you chose to walk away and say, you win that. You can have that. I'm going to walk away and try to heal and recover. And that right there was one of the best responses you could possibly have. And now, can you move into a new era with the same energy that you have with, I walked away from that previous situation, as painful as it was, I took the loss. Can you choose to win now? Here, let me hold this up. Can you choose to win and say fuck you to the people in the past who did their best to screw you over, who wanted to win? Can you say fuck you, I'm going to live my very best life? It does mean that you're going to need to move out of the healing stage and move into the action stage, seen right here. Can you do it? I would love to see you do it. This is your environment card. You've reached a victory point. This particular figure right there at the bottom has reached that flame. I'll try to move my fingers. And the other people lost. And then there's the part of the card where the person, after having won that flame, needs to turn around and walk back down the way that he came. And they need to face all the people that he defeated on the way to this flame. That's you, I feel like. You are a victor. You are going to be a victor. But that means turning around and walking through the crowd of people who failed to do what it is that you've done. Make no mistake, being in the position of the high priestess is hard fucking labor. Spiritual labor, emotional labor, physical labor for some. If you get into yoga and you start practicing Kundalini, that is hard physical labor. There are all kinds of things. You've done a lot of different kinds of things to get to where you are. I meant what I said when I said that this was hard fought for, hard won. You hope to come to a situation where you get to feel your inner child again. You get to feel nostalgic and you get to play and have fun again. Are you afraid of this? Because I wonder if you need a stronger relationship between your inner child and your inner adult. For your inner adult to be its happiest, it needs to work in tandem with the inner child here. You need to do things that feel nostalgic for you, that bring you to a good place. That is part of this healing process. When I talk about inner child, that is a significant body of psychological knowledge that has existed since the late 1800s. For years, I thought it was some hippy-dippy bullshit from the 1970s, and that's not the case at all. There is real research backing up the relationship between your inner adult and your inner child. If you can have a strong relationship between those two, you are practically indefeatable, let me just say, because then you've made friends with your vulnerabilities, and you've turned your vulnerabilities into strengths when you make friends with them like that. In order to process what happened to you in the past and to come into a higher quality future, I strongly recommend getting in touch with a therapist if that's something that you vibe with, if that's something that you can do. I understand that mental health and taking good care of your mental health is not cheap anywhere, and it's tragic. It really is. If you can work with a therapist, if that's something that you like to do, I know that there's some people who avoid therapy. You need to do what works best for you, okay? But above all, you need to heal from the past and go into a situation that you're afraid of, because there might be some similar characteristics in this new situation that feel like they were in the past, like they come out of the past. They're not. It's something new. And this is where you need to distrust your anxieties, distrust your fears, make friends with them instead. Make friends with your inner child screaming, "This isn't safe," and choose to move forward anyway. What does the bottom say? Don't miss out on a cool new opportunity to make yourself materially comfortable, physically comfortable. This is a good time to rest in your status as the high priestess and kind of just watch and look around for those new opportunities seen in the Three of Pentacles, and then you can grow into your state of Nine of Pentacles. Last and not least, you need to have a great deal of love for yourself. And once you are able to have a great deal of love and compassion for what you've gone through and all that you've suffered, then you're going to start to see that compassion and love running over to the people who deserve it. And that is all. Okay? I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Take care.